Hello and welcome to Core Finance. I'm Matt Brown. I'm joined today by Craig Erlam, Senior Market Analyst at Oanda, and we're going to talk about Brent Crude today. Look, it's been pushing high, a lot going on, Saudi Arabia effect, and we're seeing obviously this move. From a technical point of view, have we got kind of much more? Can we go higher than this?
I think we can go a little higher. We've pushed through that 62 zone, 61 area. I wonder how much Saudi Arabia has to do with it, or whether we're just in one of these slow markets whereby people are looking for excuses. Now, I know Saudi Arabia is obviously OPEC's biggest oil producer. It's responsible for around 1 in every 9 barrels of oil pumped, so any political uncertainty in the region is going to cast doubt, but there's been no signals yet that that's going to actually have an impact on oil output. So I'm wondering how much people are just attributing the move to this and how much it's actually driving it at this moment in time. But from a technical perspective, the only important thing is we've broken through the 200-day simple moving average, past that prior zone of support and resistance. So now I think that it's highly plausible that we'll see a move towards those kind of 67.50s through $70 a barrel, and then you're running into resistance prior important zone of support and resistance going back a long period of time. You've also got the 233-day simple moving average in there. It brings into play a nice psychological level as well. So I think that's highly plausible. I think, like I said, I think mainly this is more driven by this supply-demand story. There's talk that Russia and OPEC are in talks to extend the deal next year, despite the fact that we are seeing the market coming more back into balance. The oil rig count in the US is favourable for a rise as well, because we are seeing those drop off a little bit. They haven't adapted to these higher oil prices quite as well as they did last time. And global demand is seen rising as well. So I think all these stories are far more bullish for oil at this moment in time than what's happening in Saudi Arabia. But either way, the technicals suggest there is room for more upside.
And understood. And on the flip side, if we start to see a retracement in the price, just what are the key technical levels that one needs to be looking out for?
Well, there's a lot of levels below, so I know this can look a bit congested at the moment, but when we were looking behind, there's a number of resistance levels that we had to break through that we have now done. Looking below right now, I'm looking at around the kind of $60 a barrel level. At this point, you've got the rising trend line offering some support. You're back in that congested zone of support and resistance from previously as well. So I think a breakthrough 60 could open up a move back towards, maybe back towards even like the kind of 55 regions. But at this moment in time, I'm not seeing any signs that that's materialising, and even the momentum indicators along the bottom aren't suggesting that this move is losing any momentum whatsoever.
Understood. Craig, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.